Hello and welcome to a new video, and what a week it has been. It's been such a hectic week. My house, especially my kitchen, has been trashed. I have been busy every single day dealing with obviously Blue at the vets, working, dealing with pet plan, insurance, the vets. It's just been one hell of a week. And then Thursday and Friday, both of the days I didn't finish work till late. And then last night being Friday night, I did the food shop, came home at about 9:15, put the food shop away, ate the sandwiches, left the kitchen like I'm going to do that today. Woke up this morning absolutely knackered. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do the kitchen today. And so far today, all I've done is done a lot of sleeping. I ran some errands first thing, done some sleeping, been over and had a cup of coffee with my neighbour and had a scone. I only had butter on it, mind you, but that was fine. And had a good old chat. I needed that chat with my neighbour. I can't tell you what a week it's been. So, now that we're at the weekend, and I really do need to clean my kitchen because it's starting to smell. I'm not going to lie, I just really haven't had the time for it. In fact, I think I put the dishwasher on like Tuesday, and I've been living out the dishwasher. So I haven't finished unloading all the dishwasher from what I've used this week. So I actually need to unload the rest of the dishwasher and get all the things on the kitchen side in the dishwasher and get the fridge sorted, the cupboard on the stairs. I can't even walk into it now. Yeah, my brother came up earlier and he was like really struggling, and I'm like, I really need to have a tidy up. And last night I also quickly went round my car and pulled out all the old gloves and everything that obviously I pulled them off, turned them inside out, and that pile is still sitting inside my porch. I opened the porch door, the internal doors, and went, oh yeah, I forgot about that, because I was so shattered last night. So, without further ado, let's sort the kitchen. We'll have a chat about, of course, Blue. And I'll give you a big update on Blue and what's about to happen. Yeah. So, get ready, get yourself a cuppa, come watch me clean, or clean with me, up to you. So, let's do this. So, as I said, I have had one busy week. So, yeah. This is the kitchen. Do you really want to see how bad it is? You might not think it's that bad, but you don't get the smell. And then I've got, like, that's got to go in the bin. I've got to empty that out. But I've also got the hideaway from Blue. That's got to go. Got to sort out that. And some of the things can't go in the dishwasher, like that mug will have to be hand washed. And then this is obviously, I've been living out the dishwasher this week, so I've just been grabbing stuff from the dishwasher, so I've got to unload these bits. See, I'm nearly out of cutlery. So yeah, I've got to unload the dishwasher. So once I've unloaded the dishwasher and put all of that in there and dealt with the sink and the microwave, it shouldn't take me too long. But it's got to be done because the smell in this kitchen, I've also got some stuff that needs to go in my snack box in the cupboard, so I need to pull that out and show you as I restock that up. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this kitchen sorted. So, as I said, the first thing that I needed to do was unload everything out of the dishwasher and put it all away. So, first off, I'd actually like to say thank you to all of you who viewed the video from last time. I had quite a few views actually, I was quite shocked. So thank you for all tuning in and watching that other video, and for all you people that commented, thank you very much. And for all those people that said, hope Blue gets better soon and fingers crossed everything turns out okay. Yeah, thank you for that. So I won't make you guys wonder much longer. So I took Blue to the vets on Monday, and can I tell you that getting Blue into the cat carrier with the help of gabapentin, actually he was even worse than ever to get in that cat carrier. I kid you not, myself and my brother really did struggle to get him in the cat carrier, and that was him drugged up on gabapentin. Anyway, he was quite quiet on the car journey there, so I think the gabapentin did actually do its job. Anyway, the vet did take quite a lot of blood out of him, and 5 vials later, he was good to go and come home, when I had to keep him in for the next few days because he was very, very loopy on the drugs. Then on Wednesday afternoon, as I had the afternoon free, I thought just on the off chance I'd actually email his usual vet and see if the results were back in, and I got a phone call. The vet told me he does have high ionised calcium levels. 3 most common causes of hypercalcemia in cats are hypercalcemia of malignancy, which is cancer, renal disease, brackets, his kidneys are probably worsening, or idiopathic hypercalcemia with no underlying cause. So, after a long chat with the vet and various things that we could do, we decided that we'd take him in next Wednesday, where he could get ultrasounds, x-rays, blood tests, and a good old check over and a feel and a poke and a prod, just to see what's going on. And this will be done under general anaesthetic. Now, of course, general anaesthetic always comes with risks. So yes, I am, of course, very nervous about next Wednesday. But this way, we're doing it all in one hit. And that way, hopefully, we can determine what is going on with Blue. Of course, I really don't want to go down the road of cancer with Blue, because, of course, it brings back memories from what I went through with Tiger back in 2019. We do know is Blue already has kidney disease, so it could be his kidneys are getting worse. Unfortunately, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, but hopefully on Wednesday we will definitely get some answers, especially with them doing some more blood tests on him. So fingers crossed we do get answers once and for all. So yeah, please keep your paws, fingers and toes all crossed for my little Blue on Wednesday. I'll tell you one thing I'm not looking forward to on Wednesday, and that's coming back home to a very empty house, no Blue. And of course the only other time I've had that is when Blue went in to get sorted after we found out about his kidney disease, and he had a problem with his back. So he went up to Davies in Bedford, and yeah, I came home and there was no cat in the house, and that's only been the real proper time where I've been in the house and not really had Blue around, because normally when I walk through the front door he's normally milling around somewhere. Or even sometimes Blue actually greets me outside on the pathway, and he does a big old stretch and a yawn like he's just woken up from his bed because he's heard my car a mile off. So yeah, that's the update on Blue. Of course, I won't be working on Wednesday next week, and I've also taken Thursday off because I might have to stay home and watch him after having a general anaesthetic. And I've had some wonderful clients who have been totally understanding and actually asking me all about Blue, and like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about Blue, and hope he's going to be okay. And yeah, it's been great that I've had some lovely understanding clients. But anyway, enough of me talking about Blue and what he's going to go through. Let's get some music on and get cleaning. Oh, by the way, the coffee in his coffee canister had gone rock solid from the heat, so it's time to get rid of it. And then after doing that bit of cleaning, it was time to get meals for Blue and myself. Here's a fun thing for you to do. Guess what I'm going to cook myself for dinner? Write it in the comments below and see if you get it right. Have you made your guess? I'm really hoping your guess was pepperoni pizza, because if you know me, that's one of my go-to foods when I don't know what to have. Yummy! Yes, I make it with barbecue sauce and not tomato puree or tomato ketchup as a base. Right, let's go and eat this. I'm starving. And for some reason earlier when I shut the dishwasher up, it sent the bowls flying backwards, so that's why I'm having to rearrange all the bowls again, and hopefully they won't fall over when they get washed. Next on my list of things to do is to sort out my snack container and get rid of all the things out of those boxes that I had sitting on the side from earlier. I really wanted this to be a nice transition, however, I was so sleepy that I couldn't get the boxes open, and I was fiddling around trying to make it every other Fibre Now biscuit being a different flavour. It just didn't look as good as what I had planned and envisioned in my head. The kitchen is nice and clean and tidy again. The dishwasher is on, and yeah, I will do the pantry / cupboard under the stairs tomorrow. I really just need to tidy up the floor and just give it another quick reorganisation. So yeah, join me again tomorrow. Well, Blue had me up early, so I gave him breakfast in bed. If you can't beat him, then join them.
Why are you mad at me, Mummy, for waking you up so early? I just wanted company and attention. And then later on I go back to sleep in my bed. Yeah.
And so this is my job this afternoon. I'm not going to do a full clean out, but I just need to get more access to the floor area so I can get in and reach things. And so you set up the camera and everything and get it all prepped, but you forgot to press record so that it doesn't capture you sorting out the floor, apart from when you are now starting to sort out the shelves. Whoops. And inside this laundry basket are the couple of bags that were on the floor of the pantry to sort out. And then I took all the towels out of the machine that I'd washed earlier and put them out on the line in hope they'd dry. It was a cloudy day. Now, as you can see, my overflowing pile of plastics and cardboard. So let's sort this out. Over here in the UK, a lot of supermarkets have a bin that you put all your soft plastics in so they don't go to landfill. And then the cardboard we have recycling bins for, and I put it in the yellow bin to begin with before it goes out into the main wheelie bin outside. And then the red bin for me is for my general waste. Done. And now I'm going to unload the dishwasher with all the stuff that I put in from earlier on in the video that was from the day before. And then I'm going to put it all away so I've got a nice clean empty dishwasher to load all the dirty stuff up into as I go. I don't know about you guys, but if I've got a clean kitchen, I've got a clearer mind and I can get on and get foods and stuff without having to move things out and about out of my way. But yeah, it was good to have a nice clean kitchen again. And as I was putting the plastic pots away, I actually discovered that this cupboard needed a bit of a sort out too. And after a recent visit to A&E a few weeks ago, I needed to sort out this cupboard as I'd got a lot of things out that I took with me. So yeah, that needed to sort out also. Before you ask, am I okay? Yeah, I had to take a trip to A&E because I had some breathing issues and we don't know why. We still don't know why. It might have been heat stroke or it might have just been, I don't know, anxiety. But yeah, I'm fine. It's unexplained, you know. I had ECG done and I had this, that and the other checked and I was all okay. So yeah, it just happened to be on the same Friday as all the Microsoft glitch that happened. So that was rather fun. Looking back at this video, I was obviously having a kitchen day, but also I had free electricity for an hour between, I think it was 1 o'clock till 2 o'clock. So that's why I was like, right, get the dryer on, free electricity, let's go. And now it's lunchtime. See, I told you it's a kitchen day today, isn't it? So for today's lunch, I'm going to cook myself Hunter's chicken breast. I've got some cauliflower and broccoli cheese gratin. I've got some beans. I've got French beans, runner beans from one of my clients. And when I was shopping on Friday, I picked up myself a big British Savoy cabbage. Right, let's get lunch on because I've got about 45 minutes left of free electricity. Thank you, Octopus. P.S. I love using my air fryer. I use it pretty much all the time, apart from the slow cooker. Those are my go-tos. And as my lunch was cooking, I decided it was time to do my tablets for the week and put them in the pill pots. And yeah, I got this new tablet, Ashwanja. I can't even pronounce it, but anyway, I've decided to buy it and give it a whirl. In fact, I still haven't started it yet this week. I need to have it of an evening with my dinner. It was one of those moments where my lunch was also going to be finishing at the exact same time as the dryer, but I didn't want to leave the clothes in the dryer, otherwise they would have got really creased. So it's like, right, quickly fold up the clothes. I didn't record it all, by the way, because I didn't want to bore you out. Fold up the clothes so they're not creased, and then get my lunch because the air fryer would have kept it a bit warmer from it being used. Ta-da! And here was my lunch. It was yummy. In fact, I couldn't manage it all though. And I thought this would be interesting to show you guys. Later on in the evening I went outside to water the plants and there was this paraglider. I think it's a paraglider, like going around outside. We used to have someone local that used to do this, so I thought it was this chap, but I actually emailed the person I thought it was and he said, no, I've moved away from the area, so it wasn't me. Like, oh, okay. But yeah, this guy was sending the birds into a frenzy because of the noise. And we had such an amazing sunset because of the smoke that was coming over from North America. So yeah, I cleaned out my car on Friday evening, and this is the little pile. So finally it's It's made it to the bin. Yeah, here's the lounge that I was going to tidy. Well, I did tidy it. I actually had a surprise visit from my brother, as you can see his feet there. And I did get him to take that big heavy laundry basket up to my bedroom. Uncle didn't actually give Blue many treats because, yeah, we were getting ready for his little procedure, so we were trying to cut back on his treats, so he wasn't impressed. Then later that evening, when I went out to bed, I went to put my washing away and I came across the bath plug spider that my brother had pranked me by putting it in the actual laundry basket. It was hilarious. I was like, oi! Unfortunately, my phone doesn't do it justice, but we had a very, very orange moon that night too. And here is Blue being very silly one evening. You wouldn't think anything was wrong with him, would you? Like butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. But anyway, here's an update on him. So, as this video is a few days old, I thought I'd bring you up to date with the current situation. Now, this is the mix of gabapentin that I had to do for Blue on Wednesday morning, and this is how I felt giving it to him. I just felt awful. Cornering your cat into the porch and him having very big eyes like, "What are you doing to me, Mum?" had me. But it only actually took us 2 attempts to get him in the cat carrier this time, which was good. But on the second attempt, I did give him a little pep talking to and told him, "Come on, you must do this, we must get you in the carrier." And the thing I was dreading was coming home to a very empty cat bed. Thankfully, my brother came in for about 10 minutes, so that took away the pain and of me not having Blue in this house. However, I managed to get on with lots of housework. I hoovered the house top to bottom, I sorted out the kitchen, and I sprayed indirect spray around the house. I didn't film any of it because I just wanted to get on with it and get it done, and then I could get out into the garden, which was one of my plans. And gardening is what I did best. I went out there and I chatted to about 3 different neighbours, which helped the time pass, as well as mowing the lawn because I had free electricity again from Octopus from 1 till 2. So I did that. So yeah, the lawn got mowed. I deadheaded things and took some spare plants out of my borders and put them into my neighbour's border. So yeah, I actually did quite a lot in the garden, and then I actually raked up or swept up all the leaves in the car park and did my bays and my neighbour's bay too. And then I got the best call possible. Blue's vet rang me and said everything's okay, he's just coming out from anaesthetic, and we've got some really good news that we found no cancer on ultrasound of his abdomen, and we found no cancer in his chest on x-ray. And the vet nurse will give me a ring later to arrange a pick-up time for him. And so I went to pick him up at 4:30 p.m. and my goodness, the headbutts. He nearly broke my nose. I am not kidding you. The headbutts he gave me in that pet carrier. We had to leave him just sitting there for about 5 minutes or so in the chair at the waiting room just for him to get over all these headbutts because he was so happy to be coming home. Are you home? Yeah. My little Mr. Loopy Loopy. Yes, you are. You've been headbutting me all the way home. Yes, yes. Are you home? He's behind you. He's behind you. Now, he wouldn't eat a single bit of food for the vets, but the moment we got him home, he was ravenous, and he put his whole face in the bowl and got juices all over his face. And here is Mr. Loopy looking very shaved and very big-eyed. And here he is again tucking in some more meal. But as I say, he wasn't really settled. He was very spaced out and big-eyed. So he didn't really sleep much yesterday evening at all. He was just wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, so to speak. He did come and have a little lap cuddle with me, but it didn't take long before he jumped off and moved himself and went off and then came back again. And one thing he kept doing was standing over his bowl of water, wanting to drink it, but just didn't know how to drink it. That was very hard to watch him do that. And last night being Wednesday night, obviously he wouldn't settle because he was so spaced out. But yeah, he did come to sleep with me last night. I'd say more rested rather than slept, because we both didn't really get much sleep at all. We've just really chilled out today and stayed in bed for most of it. So here he is settled on me, and then again he was settled against my legs. He's literally like a magnet and attached to me all the time. Here's another one of him asleep with me and his shaved little belly. Oh. But yeah, he's just dozed the day away along with me. But yeah, it's been like, he's just starting now to get to his normal self. He also has seemed to have had a litter tray party, which I need to sort out. And then this afternoon I had an unexpected but a very nice visitor to come and see me, and it was my dad, or Blue's granddad, and he came and bought me some roses and some chocolate orange, which was nice, so thanks, Dad. Although at that moment Blue just wanted to escape out of the house. He'd not always been a fan of Grandad, but yeah, he was desperately wanting to try and get outside, but we didn't let him. And as I say, Blue is starting to look a lot more like Blue. And I was sat here on the sofa making this video and editing it when Blue popped up on the back of the sofa and started doing biscuits. So Blue is definitely getting back to his old self, and in fact has now settled down in his cat bed. And tomorrow we should be getting the rest of Blue's blood test results back that they took from him on Wednesday. So yeah, fingers crossed, and I should have some more results very soon. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!